Today in our history, I am going to share more about the Negro Motorist Green Book, which was created by Victor Hugo Green in 1936. It ceased publication in 1966 after the Civil Rights Act of 1964 reduced its necessity. Today, it is remembered as a symbol of resilience and innovation during a time of systematic racism. This was an annual travel guide that helped African Americans navigate the dangers of segregation during the Jim Crow era. It listed Black friendly businesses, including restaurants, hotels, gas stations, and other services, ensuring safer travel across the United States in parts of Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean. The guide addressed critical challenges faced by Black travelers, such as being denied service, harassment, or other threats in sundown towns where African Americans were prohibited after dark. By providing verified listings and travel tips, it allowed travelers to avoid these risks and created a sense of community and empowerment. Victor Hugo gathered information from the Negro Motorist Green Book using several methods that include the Postal Worker Network. As a mail carrier and member of the National Association of Letter Carriers, Green leveraged his extensive network of postal workers across the country. These colleagues, familiar with their local areas, helped identify businesses that welcomed African Americans. Also, community contributions. Green encouraged readers to share information about Negro friendly establishments that they encountered during their travels. He even offered monetary rewards for verified submissions, which helped expand the guide's listings. Personal research and local contacts were also used. Green personally asked Black residents and travelers about safe places to eat, stay, and refuel, particularly in New York City when he started the guide. This grassroots approach ensured accuracy and reliability. These strategies allowed the Green Book to grow from local New York guide in 1936 to a national resource for Black travelers by the 1940s. The Negro Motorist Green Book listed a wide range of businesses that catered to African American travelers during segregation. Some specific types of businesses included hotels and tourist homes, such as Harrison's Guest House in Las Vegas, Nevada, which housed Black entertainers and laborers, and the Ebony Guest House in Florence, South Carolina. Restaurants also owned by Black owners and tolerant white owned establishments were listed, offering safe dining options for travelers. Barbershops and beauty salons were essential community hubs, such as Holman's Barbershop in Lower Waverly. Nightclubs and taverns, venues like Parkway Ballroom in Chicago, hosted performances by icons like Count Basie. Gas stations and garages, such as Esso stations, were prominently listed because they welcomed Black customers and sold the Green Book itself. Drugstores, which provided both medical supplies and safe spaces for travelers, were also found in the Green Book. These businesses not only offered services but also fostered a sense of safety and community for African American travelers. Cities with the highest number of listings in the Negro Motorist Green Book were typically large urban centers with significant African American populations. Some of the cities with the most listings included New York City with 1,621 listings. It had the highest concentration of Green Book establishments, and it reflected its role as a hub for Black culture and business. Chicago had more than 100 listings, and they were concentrated in neighborhoods like Bronzeville, a center of Black life in the city. Detroit, known for its large Black population, also had numerous listings, including accommodations and businesses. These cities served as critical safe zones for Black travelers navigating systematic racism during segregation. Now, cities with the fewest listings in the Negro Motorist Green Book were typically smaller or more remote locations, like Alaska, which had only a single listing in the 1960 edition. That reflected its sparse population and limited infrastructure for Black travelers. Rhode Island, which, as the smallest U.S. state, had just 24 listings throughout the entire publication run of the Green Book. Some southern cities like Charleston, South Carolina, averaged 3 to 4 listings per year, with just 12 distinct businesses included over nearly 3 decades. These limited listings often reflected the challenges of systematic racism and the difficulty of identifying safe spaces in less populated or segregated areas. The Green Book listings had a significant impact on the local economies of cities where they were concentrated. And some of the impact included economic growth in the Black communities, where the Green Book listed businesses such as hotels, restaurants, and salons, and they created economic opportunities in predominantly Black neighborhoods. These businesses catered to both local residents and travelers, fostering wealth circulation within the community by supporting Black entrepreneurship. It also supported women owned businesses because many businesses listed in the Green Book, such as tourist homes and beauty salons, were owned or operated by women. These enterprises provided economic independence for Black women and addressed critical needs for safety and services, particularly in areas with limited accommodations for African Americans. It also created a business hub because the clustering of Green Book establishments often turned certain neighborhoods into thriving business districts. These areas became cultural and economic centers for Black communities, offering safe spaces for commerce and social interaction. It had an impact on the urban renewal. While Green Book businesses initially boasted local economies, many were later unfortunately displaced by urban renewal projects and highway construction, with disproportionately affected Black neighborhoods. This led to the decline of some business districts that had been vital to local economies. Overall, the Green Book listings not only supported Black travelers, but also played a crucial role in fostering economic resilience and entrepreneurship within segregated communities. Now, the Green Book was the blueprint. My question to you is, how do you see it being relevant today? This has been a moment in our history. Let me know your nugget from this information, and please share it with your circle so that they can be informed too. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also come and join the team and hit the subscribe button too. It's been my pleasure sharing this information with you. I am Coach Sherri.